Well, moments ago, as you all saw, President Trump and the First Lady welcomed King Charles and Queen Camilla with very impressive pomp and circumstance, a lot of patriotism for both sides. They're now getting ready for a one-on-one meeting. Neil Sean joins me now. Neil, you're on site. What was the feeling like that, being at the White House for the reception of Queen and King of England?
Well, actually, David, this isn't quite the White House, but near enough, right? But,
oh, okay.
We'll call it that. What's interesting, first of all, thank you to the United States of America. What a show you are putting on for us. It's incredible. And for me as well, just to be part of that history is incredible. I love the time capsule. Everything so far has just been sublime. I think they look terrific. Everybody looks in great spirits. And from my sources, His Majesty the King, like everybody, is a little susceptible to a little flattery. And it's gone incredibly well, hasn't it, so far, without a shadow of a doubt.
Now, how might it affect British opinion? Because, of course, you have a lot of strong opinions on both sides, as you do in the United States as well. I understand Starmer, Prime Minister, is not very popular right now for several things. The price of energy in the UK is through the roof. The immigration problem is significant, perhaps more so, or at least as much as it is here in the U.S. Will this visit help Starmer, or might it help his competitors?
Excellent question, really, David. The problem that you have, and you've hit the nail on the head. If you remember, when the president came over last September. Do you remember the speech they gave, I think, after the big sort of affair? And President Trump basically outlined what the British Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, needed to do to secure his borders. He virtually gave him a lesson on how to run his own country. Didn't go down particularly well. That was the moment where it fell apart, coupled with the "he's no Churchill," and then, of course, various attacks. This won't be discussed, because King Charles, they like each other. The problem that you have, and this is the biggest political problem on a more serious note, is that once you've broken that bond, it doesn't matter really what you do. It's about the two individuals. And even if you remember, before President Trump was back in office, the Labour Party sent over 100 people to try and switch the vote. So there's no love lost there whatsoever. And I can't see it ever getting back together, to be honest.
Well, but clearly, the relationship between the King and President Trump has never been better. And even though they would, I'm willing to bet they would have differences of opinion on things like green energy, for example, which President Trump has moved away from as he saw the green alternative not being sufficient to power our nation, particularly when we have so many resources of our own here. Well, you in the UK, you have so many resources in the North Sea, which, of course, your neighbors are taking advantage of. You have countries that you're buying oil, North Sea oil, from your neighbors rather than getting it for yourself, which doesn't make a lot of sense, I would think, to the people of England.
No sense whatsoever. Hence the reason we do like the fact that somebody speaks out on our behalf. The King's in a delicate, very delicate position, because many people won't realize, for instance, when he addresses Parliament, they believe, some people, that is the speech from the King. It's written for him by the government. It's agreed, but it is an agreed speech. And so consequently, when you say, well, what can His Majesty do? It's not like, say, 100 plus whatever years ago, Henry VIII or something like that, David, where off to the tower, you're not doing well. We prefer it if it was a bit like that, really. But, it's not like that. And there lies your problem. The relationship between the White House and the British royal family has never been better. I think it's, all thanks to the legacy of, let's not forget, our wonderful Queen Elizabeth. She cemented the way for so many years. And this particular instance today, I know from an excellent source that His Majesty the King, and this is from the heart, I would say, really just wants to do his late mother proud, because obviously it will bring back a lot of memories from when she addressed it. And do you remember, David, when she, when they couldn't see her over the podium? And it was just the hat. I don't know if you remember.
I've seen the reruns of that. Yes, indeed. It was
brilliant. She came to Congress and said, "I hope you can see me now." Brilliant, really.
Yeah. Well, again, we should mention that there are spirits around, and the spirit of her mother, I think, of his mother, does resonate with him. President Trump alluded to that several times in his speech, and I think he's going to do so over the remainder of this visit, because both Queen Elizabeth and King Charles are thought very highly of by President Trump. And again, I think that just simply the goodwill that this visit has presented to both the American people and the UK, because we are celebrating our independence from you guys 250 years ago. So it could have been handled poorly and created more antagonism. In fact, I think the emphasis has been on bringing the two nations together. And I think in that sense, it's been very successful, no?
I would say it's incredibly successful. I mean, as you rightly said, history is history. It should be celebrated. And I think in this woke-aratory world that we live in, we forget that. We can only learn from history. And consequently, when you think about it, as I say, I love the time capsule that they put together, because there's a very special coin in there from the Royal Mint. And it got me thinking, you know, David, would they ever know what coins are? Maybe in 100, 150 years' time.
Yes.
Everything will be plastic and cards and scans, won't it? So, you know, they'll look at that and say, what did they do with this? You know?
Yeah. Well, we're all, and your point is, we're all in the same boat together. And I just hope that we all begin paddling in the same direction vis-a-vis what's happening in Iran right now and getting the Strait of Hormuz settled down. And I think that is part of the King's purpose of being here as well. And I think Trump appreciates that. Neil, wonderful to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it.